Hi everyone, welcome to my video today, and today's video is called Your Free Guide. Why am I calling it Your Free Guide? Because everybody likes free. Yeah, I live in Manitoba, and we've been called the wholesale capital of Canada, but I've come to find out that everybody likes a good deal and wants something for free. So I know my background, my last occupation, I worked in retail. I was in retail for 11 years, and I don't know of one person that ever wanted to pay extra just for no reason at all. I'd have lots of people that would pay extra, but if they got something of value, obviously. So, but when I would offer something for free, everybody always took that one. So, anyways, this is your free guide, and that is what free for what, or free what's for free. And I guess I'm going to shamelessly promote myself in this video, and what you will get for free or get working with me, with Dwayne Eds. I guess the number one thing that I feel that I can offer to people is the best brokerage in southeastern Manitoba. We have Coldwell Banker Preferred Real Estate has been one of the top brokerages, not only in the province, not only in Canada, but also in North America. So it's it's a small brokerage. We're in that 10 to 20 agent category, so we're not this massive brokerage where you're just one of thousands of clients. Everybody knows, everybody is kind of, we all know each other at the brokerage. We all play together well. In fact, they have some good protocol in place so that if there ever is an issue between agents, we have a great way of resolving things and working together. So very impressed with the brokerage, and then we have the branch here in Steinbach, but then also the branch in two branches in Winnipeg. So we have literally over 100 agents between all three branches, which again is really nice because it gives you that, we have access to, not just, because I'm more in southeastern Manitoba, but you get access to all the Winnipeg information and all, so it's just, it helps to have that, being able to tie in with other branches. But at the same time, you're not part of this massive branch where there's millions of people. It's literally, we're 10 to 20 agents in our brokerage. So another thing that you would get for free is access to listings before they even become listings. This is, I think, one of the benefits about working with some of the top agents in the country is they have access to so much up and coming stuff that nobody knows about yet, and they do, and they can make it available before it even hits the MLS market. And trust me, we use the MLS. It's a fantastic tool, but there's something about being able to be first on site or first on the scene, and it's especially in this day and age where there's not a lot of inventory out there, so it gets quite competitive. It's especially at certain price levels. So that being able to have an inside track is just so fantastic. So yeah, that's kind of what the brokerage can do for you. As far as for myself, I have 11 years of retail sales experience. Although what I sold was power sports, so it was kind of the easiest thing in the world to sell. People would just give me their money, like here, take my money, just give me that cool toy. So it was tons of fun. What a great, it was a lifestyle-based occupation. So we not only sold stuff, we wrote it, and we had a great time. So it was a great time in my life to be selling stuff that everybody wanted. And with that, you work with so many different types of people, so many different scenarios. So that it's given me a lot of, I feel like I can work with lots of different people groups, and I think that's that's what I find most enjoyable about what I do is just people, working with people. So I think that background's been great. I also did do some network marketing. Did that for 7 years. Actually built a pretty decent organization, but let's just say what I would take away from that was there was some really good training. Before that, I was a truck driver, so I had about this many people skills. I was dumb. I mean, I'm a grade 12 graduate. I didn't go to no university or anything, so yeah, I was kind of a hick from Landmark, Manitoba. Born and lived here all my life, and so. But that being in network marketing definitely opened my eyes to the potential out there, and it was a great training ground to learn about people and how to work with people, and so that was good. And then yeah, I also spent 12 years building homes, so that's kind of my background. And then even before that, I've been a contractor. When I got out of high school, I became a drywaller. So yeah, put a lot of board on the ceilings and walls, and I married into a roofing family, so learned all about roofs. In fact, my oldest son owns a roofing company, and my brother-in-law, he took over my father-in-law's roofing company. So yeah, a few trades that I've worked in. And then in becoming a general contractor, you basically learn every trade. There's some that I like doing, some I didn't like doing, some you really shouldn't do unless you have a license to do it. So but definitely gave me a great background in all things pertaining to building. And literally like a month ago, I was on a roof helping a buddy put rafters up, and it was some crazy addition that we were doing to a house, and yeah, I realized that I'm getting older and definitely not quite in the shape that I need to be, but it's just good to be out there, put the tool belt back on, and just yeah, see how things work. And in this case, it was like a reno to a house, so we had to be creative in making things work and make everything line up and all the pitches work, and so it was a lot of fun. But just that whole background in building has been great. I had one deal where we sold a home and they did a home inspection, and the home inspector kind of he said, yeah, your furnace, that thing's cooked, and then they recommended getting another furnace. Well, so then they came back, wanted to renegotiate, and I forget what kind of money they wanted, but it was a lot of money. I think they wanted like $15,000. For us to drop the price by $15,000 to keep the deal alive. Well, with me being in the background of building, I very quickly got on the phone and I got pricing on a furnace. I asked them to send me pictures of all the things that they said were wrong with it, and to prove kind of what they were saying. And anyways, I got lots of pricing. When it was all said and done, we literally could replace this furnace with a brand new one with a 20-year warranty for, I think it was around $7,000. So it was literally half of what they were asking. Or they said there was a certain part of the furnace, a heat exchanger, that was cracked. I asked for pictures. Well, they said, well, we don't really know that it's cracked, but we just, from all the rust that's in the cabinet inside here, we're guessing that it might be worn out or cracked. So they didn't actually have any pictures of it, so it's like I kind of called them on that. And then I did get all the info on what had been done on that furnace for the last 5 years. So I knew every part that was replaced. I knew what every part was. I knew what it did. So I could, with a good understanding, explain to the other agent that this furnace isn't, we're not negotiating that kind of money, but we are offering 3 things. We offered them cash. We offered them to replace the part that they said was wrong, or replace the whole furnace. And then obviously we were going to give them, I think it was $3,000 cash right off the bat. here you go, we'll just give you $3,000 off. Or if we did a new furnace, then they would have to pay a little bit extra, but we would still factor in the $3,000 or whatever. So anyways, it worked out to be a great deal if they chose to go with a new furnace or replace the part. They chose just to take the cash. So he kind of found out that it wasn't really that the furnace had an issue. They just wanted to make sure that whatever, they weren't overpaying for a furnace that was used. I mean, so anyways, I just feel like with having that kind of a background in building and having whatever, knowing how everything works, it really helps when it comes to negotiating some of these tricky situations. I guess the one more thing though, with the building part, like with me being a builder, I always had my wife Jackie. She just did all my decor, and she would help our customers, our clients with whatever, because you had basically a clean whatever palette where you could just, you know, you could pick any color you want, because we're building this thing from scratch. So she had lots of fun with clients, you know, picking out colors, floorings, interior, exterior, cabinetry, you know, window, you know, all that stuff. So window finishings and she has a really good flair for that. She's currently works, one of her occupations I think she's done for over 20 years is she's done decor at a large church in southeastern Manitoba. So she does lots of projects there, some even like whatever events, grand events with lots of decor, and so she's got a really good eye for that. So that's something that you get for free when you work with me, is you get her involvement as well. And so I really appreciate her, because she really just has a really good eye for things and can see how things flow and colors and how this goes with that, but that goes with this, and you should maybe put this there. That would really make it pop. And so I'm just very thankful that I get to use her. So yeah, those are some of that's your free guide to using Dwayne Entz for real estate. You get a guy that knows sales, that knows how to negotiate. You get a guy that knows all about homes, and I tried to be a developer once. I discovered that I didn't have deep enough pockets to be a developer, but I even have a little bit of background in that too. So you get that, and then you get the whole decor and the finish part of things with my wife Jackie. It's I really feel, and then you know, especially when we're staging a place and everything to make it ready for selling, she just has such a knack for that. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed your free guide, and I look forward to seeing you again.